Knowledge is the key to a person's heart.
You think?
It might be the key to Carol's heart.
The key to mine is a silver stake, so you got the better end of the deal. Glad you came, Hunter, but don't forget to do the reading.
All right, I will.
I'm not kidding.
If an experiment is dangerous, I get more interested.
Salutations. Hunter, stay a while. I do not want to be alone. It was hard enough getting used to the Midnight Suns. Now we have doubled in size.
You are one of the Midnight Suns.
Now, yes, but not at the beginning. I was the strange woman who spoke to no one. It must be worse for you, Hunter. All the faces are new, except for Caretaker.
Sometimes it feels like I am blundering through all this.
Well, you're doing something right amidst your blundering. You made at least one friend. I will tell you a secret. Do not laugh. I have a tiny envy for how you make friends so quickly.
How so?
It comes so easy to you. Even when you are a bat, you are a likable bat.
You like my butt.
Hunter, this right here, this is you being a bat.
As long as I'm likable.
Ha, up for debate. Whatever you're doing, keep doing. Don't waste the time hiding in your room. I'm not smiling. I am pleasantly surprised.
Magic, are you all right?
No, Hunter, I am not. And neither is Limbo. The dark energy is increasing.
This danger you feel, have you given more thought to what could be causing it?
Yes, but I do not want to say it out loud.
It is all right to fear magic.
I am not afraid, Hunter. It's just, once I say his name, he becomes real again. Words have power. I do not want to give him any more than he already has.
He?
If I am right, you will see soon enough. But tonight, that's all I can say. We are not besties yet, but we are getting there.
What are you up so late reading?
The twisted brain drippings of that psycho Faustus? This journal is like a love letter to Aleister Crowley, the Necronomicon, Jack the Ripper, and Charles Manson, all remixed into some nightmarish open mic poetry. I'm going to be up all night trying to make sense of it. See if it helps us find our way back into the sanctum.
You are exhausted, Carol. Get some rest. You can crack Faustus's code tomorrow.
It's not that I don't appreciate the sentiment, Hunter, but I'll tap out when I'm ready. Besides, if I went to sleep right now, this nightmare juice would be sure to terrorize me with bad dreams. And when I say bad dreams, I don't mean Lovecraftian demons or Cenobites. I mean being stuck at a 12-hour poetry slam in the East Village. You know, real horror. Listen to this crap. Lilith, your name is a black hole for men like me to lose their souls. How I await to be suffocated in your arms. Choke on the dark tendrils of your hair. Murder me, goddess, and I will help you murder this dimension.
These are just the ramblings of a madman. No rhyme or reason to be found.
There must be something helpful here. Well, I ought to get back to burning the midnight oil. I got about 400 pages to go of this crap. I'll let you know what I find out.
You are the best girl. You know that, right?
It wasn't easy keeping all the night owls distracted.
I could not have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing.
Got more coil for me? Take your pick, Hunter. I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway. Third state of matter, indeed. See ya, Hunter.
Safety's on, don't worry. I think.
I'd still say we should have built a firing range first. Ready to work?
Let's see him try to handle me now.
We need any advantage we can get. Do your thing.
What shall we chat about? Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter.
Caretaker's not spoken a word to me all day. It's been lovely.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Good morning, Hunter. Got a minute to chat?
You wanted to speak, Captain America?
Please, call me Steve or Cap. I know I'm a newer kid on the block, but I'm noticing some major divisions within this team. All the interpersonal drama is pulling focus from the real danger, Lilith.
I have witnessed the divisions, and I must do a better job of resolving the conflicts at hand.
Hardest lessons hit the closest to our hearts. Leading others is never straightforward or easy. It's definitely not all on your shoulders, but I respect you for taking accountability. Don't forget that you're the only one of us who's beaten Lilith and paid the ultimate price for it. You stand out here as a leader. The Midnight Suns, Strange, Carol, Tony, even me. We all look to you for our cues. It's a responsibility, and it's a tough one.
I have been a weapon all my life, to be wielded and directed by others. Leadership ability is not my forte. I would appreciate a few pointers.
Just the fact that you're willing to learn means you're on the right track.
I would benefit from your honest appraisal.
Take it step by step and build some bridges between teammates. We're all tired, but some team building might be what we need, even if it's just blowing off a little steam. Times like this, it's easy to forget we're all on the same side. You've already made the ultimate sacrifice once before. I've been there. I know what it's like to be asked to do it again and again. It doesn't get easier, but you get stronger and better at making the hard calls. I've given you a lot to process, but let's pick up this conversation again soon.
Imagine if we hadn't caught Banner and Awesome! Thanks, Hunter!
What in the... This crap just keeps getting weirder and weirder. You know, I think Faustus might have been the Zodiac killer.
Nico, Magic, how are they? They won't speak to me.
They're holding up, all things considered. But I wouldn't expect them to thaw anytime soon. Not when it comes to you.
I see. I understand they're still angry. I just don't want them to feel alienated from the team.
Then you shouldn't have made them feel alienated.
I know. I will try and make amends. Reach out an olive branch.
Just don't expect them to take it.
I don't believe anyone can make sense of Dr. Faustus's ramblings. Any progress on the journal?
If by progress you mean genetic experimentation recipes, demonic incantations, and what Strange here thinks is some sort of, wait for it, Lilith fanfiction Faustus wrote in a 10,000-year-old dead language...
Ancient Atlantean.
Then sure. Tons.
I actually speak a little Atlantean.
Tio mile oth episif?
But I did find this.
A hole?
We think it's a shipping facility. Or smuggling. Faustus may have been a demented loon, but the man kept some pretty detailed records.
Possibly for stealing. From me.
Via the hole.
Let me guess. That's why I'm here.
Well, given the nocturnal and clandestine nature of this operation, as well as your experience in dealing with subterranean affairs...
I'll bet. Ever wonder why you people only come to me for the dirty work?
Because you are a vampire? You sleep in the actual dirt? Or a coffin?
I mean, there's sort of a point buried in there. Sorry.
Let's go. I don't want to sound like a diva, but just once, I would like a mission at the top of the reach.
Checking out a big dark hole in the...
Combing through Faustus's twisted ramblings wasn't the easiest job in the world, but Captain Marvel did manage to find a spot of particular interest.
Big hole.
Big horde of Hydra.
Think we finally found out how they're smuggling artifacts out of the sanctum.
Good. Then there must be a way to smuggle ourselves inside. Let me guess. Stealth not your style?
I'm a vampire, remember? We invented stealth.
You might want to tell that to them.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
I got you.
If you're done showing off, why don't we move on Hydra and put an end to their artifact smuggling operation for good?
No problem.
I'm gonna rip you.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
Bad luck for you, bub. Still getting better after all these years.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Never seen that before. Watch me.
How long have you been waiting to do that?
Danke.
What do you picked the wrong one, bub.
Proceeding as planned.
For victory!
Let's see how you like it.
Hydra doesn't know when to quit.
This should help.
According to our thermal scans, this hole branches from here across the entire city. What the hell was Faustus doing down here?
Have to ask Crossbones. Welcome, assistant. Talk while you still can.
Hydra is in control of the situation.
I've been waiting.
Worked before. Not gonna work this time.
Additional Hydra forces en route. Get ready.
Hydra has always sought power from the occult, but this feels different. One that can steal artifacts. The entire setup feels like distribution center. But distribution to where?
If my mother is involved, nowhere good.
Then I'm betting it somehow. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama. We've got one of the artifacts.
The battlefield is ours.
For Hydra! I need a medic here!
Finally, it's my turn.
Looks like they called for help. Don't waste the opportunity.
The sheer scope of Hydra's operations in this city are staggering, especially considering the number of heroes that take up residence here.
The greatest lie the devil ever told was convincing the world he didn't exist. That's one hell of a move. It's coming for you.
No hesitation. Man after my own heart.
eyes open. As ordered. Your sacrifice will be remembered.
Faustus was killed so that we would never find this place.
Crossbones was looking for any excuse to put that guy down. We just came along.
Either way, we're down that road. Clearly worth killing to protect. I suggest we get down there while we can.
It's on. And I thought Man-Thing was ugly.
That's the last of them. Well done.
Where do you think it goes?
Down.
Better not be a Fire Dragoon lair. Hydra's been busy.
Whatever the hell they're doing down here. It smells wicked. Remind you of something?
The Sanctum. Back door?
Gonna say yes.
We serve our mother. We await the return of the Midnight Sun. We hate interlopers and their little brains.
I would have preferred the Fire Dragoon.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down. Fairly certain we found out how Hydra is getting the artifacts out of the Sanctum. I'm also fairly certain that I hate this guy. Let's see if we can't shut him up.
Come closer, little vampire. Feed our eternal hunger. Eternal blood. We shall feast upon your brain forever.
Can honestly say I've never heard that one before. About time.
Us hungrier.
Move with me.
Suffer for that. Monoforms are for the weak.
At least you can back up that mouth with a good punch.
That hurts.
That door of his may be our best bet at getting through to the Sanctum. Why don't we take your fight to Lilith?
Smells like fresh meat, surface meat, so much better than sewer meat. Sweet, sweet surface meat.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll let us through if we just ask nicely.
on the ugly one.
That's a neat trick.
Should do the trick. Too easy.
Look how fragile you are. The mother is happy with you.
They got some backup coming.
Hydra would make a far easier meal than us, monster.
Yes, but underneath their crunchy shell, the meat is spoiled. Mother's blood is strong. Too much gamma for our liking.
Well, that put me off my lunch. You asked for it. There won't be a next time.
Puny.
More warm bodies on the way.
There is no end to Hydra's reinforcements, even down here in the sewers. Deal with them if they are in the way. But Venom is the priority.
Yes. Food should not play with other food, especially when we are hungry.
Weak, even for Hydra.
yourself to us. Convenient.
You were too weak for this fight.
You only delay our meal.
There is no escape. The champion has failed.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Hey, Van Helsing! If you're gonna do something, now's the time!
Hang on, Dracula. This one's gonna hurt!
Purge that monstrosity! No!
Damn.
Light within the darkness.
Return to me, child.
Must not heed the call!
You cannot escape our destiny.
I thought Venom's breath was bad.
It is.
Oh, you know I'm kidding, don't you, Charlie? How long was I out?
Days.
What happened?
Before or after you exploded.
The collar.
Still intact. Though, I'll admit, when Agatha and I first made it for you, we didn't anticipate the need to withstand alien energy.
Felt like more than that. As if...
Thankfully, the venom creature didn't seem to like it either. Ran off through that gate of his, which is why Blade was able to get you home.
Next time, I will send that thing straight into the abyss.
Next time, there will be no next time. I know I've been pushing things hard. Pushing you.
That's what you do?
Maybe not on this one. At least until we find a way to counteract the volatile effect of these compounding alien and mystic energies. Which reminds me, Strange and Stark have been chomping at the bit to come see you. Which, of course, I would not allow.
Hope you were not too rough on them.
Me? Of course not. Though I can't speak for Charlie. Still, wouldn't hurt to show your face around here when you're ready. People are starting to worry.
Tell me about it.
And you are certain it will hold?
We wouldn't be standing here if I wasn't. You two focus on the creature. I will worry about the collar.
Haven't really seen Blade since he got back from the sewer.
Carrying Hunter home on his back.
He's still outside. Being extra broody. Maybe you should talk with him.
Good idea. I'll go with you if you like.
All I'm saying is the tower's lost. We're no closer to breaking through Slimerama's sanctum shield, and our exalted chosen one just woke up and is listening to our every word. It's great to see you on your feet again, boss.
You walked away and Venom did not?
Hey, can I ask a favor? Heard about the explosion. Glad you're okay. Yeah, something tells me it won't be the spontaneous combustion you'll encounter.
Glad to see you back on your feet again. Strange and I tried to stop by for a little house call while you were out, but turns out your dog is part flamethrower.
She is very protective.
That's one word for it. Listen, I know you're probably hearing all sorts of comments after your last tango with Venom. For what it's worth, we both just wanted to say that we don't think you should get within 50 light years of that thing until we sort out what the hell's going on between you two.
How does the old saying go? Slash me once, shame on you. Slash me twice.
Couldn't have said it better. It's like I'm talking to a living meme.
I would hope not. The last meme was killed during the Great Culling. Their mimic abilities made them one of the deadliest threats of the old world.
Right. Let's get back to fighting the giant alien slime monster. Look, Strange and I have been studying pieces of that symbiote ever since this nightmare began. Problem is, the further they get from the source, the more their molecular structure changes, which basically renders them useless to us. In zombie movie terms, I need a sample from Patient Zero. The old slime ball himself.
Venom.
Or Eddie, if you talk to Peter. Either way, that's our guy. We get a sample from him, somehow maintain its molecular integrity long enough for Strange and I to poke around at it, and, well, we're in business.
Let me guess. You have a new gadget in mind for the task.
Gadget? No, not a gadget. Plans for a groundbreaking device to solve this insurmountable problem and keep you from exploding next time you fight the indestructible monster? You betcha.
I like where this is going.
Good. Calling it my symbiote sampler for now. Hey, I ran out of acronyms, okay? Stage 1 in stopping our symbiote nightmare once and for all. Meet me over by ye old anvil over there and we can get started. Oh, you're not afraid of needles, right?
Needles?
Forget I asked.
I'm sure I'm not the first person to inquire on this fine morning, but seeing as how you did explode in what I might describe as a most spectacular fashion, any side effects I should know about? Headache? Blurred vision? The urge to murder us all?
Do not waste your energy worrying about me, Doctor. I am fine.
Oh, but it's my job to worry, quite literally. Worrying is written into my contract with the Avengers, and I don't want to be in breach of that. Tony is a stickler for the fine print. But, in all seriousness, I hope you feel comfortable enough to disclose any medical conditions you may be experiencing now. We can't in good conscience send you back into battle against Hydra if you're not in tip-top condition.
My head is throbbing.
An explosion will do that to you, I'm told. Meditating or taking a nap might do the trick. Of course, Tony would prescribe a triple-shot macchiato. Still, it's hard to believe that's all you're suffering from. You're made of tougher stuff than I thought. Is there anything else I can help you with? Any burning philosophical questions about the universe you need answering?
Do you really think we will be able to halt the prophecy?
Halt? No, unfortunately not. Prophecies are stubborn things.
So you do not believe I can change mine?
Anything we do would be like dropping a rock in a stream. We might stop it or divert it for a bit, but the relief would only be temporary. This prophecy will come true, one way or another.
How do you do it?
Do what?
Balance both light and dark magic without becoming overwhelmed with one or the other.
Yes, I am rather well-rounded in my magical gifts, aren't I? I suppose I see magic as a tool. I use magic, but it doesn't use me. Just remember, you don't need to go pure dark or pure light unless you want to. There is room for everyone's own unique path.
Are you worried about what is happening to the Sanctum?
I try to keep those thoughts roped away from my own sanity. I am deathly afraid of what Lilith is doing in there. I don't think she hijacked my home just so she could rifle through my sock drawers.
I should take my leave. There is much to do.
Yes, there is. Just don't push yourself too hard. You are, after all, still part human. I could not have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? What do you think? Starting coil extraction process. How's that for quality workmanship?
How may the Sorcerer Supreme assist you? I look forward to researching this artifact further. I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Just remember, you asked for this.
Caretaker could have at least left me a... Ready for more?
New and improved. Timely enhancement. Let us see it in action.
Sounds relaxing.
All right, then.
Things are looking up around here. Was that your one tough cookie, Hunter? Biscotti level tough.
Biscotti?
Teeth-breaking Tony kind of cookie.
If only I was more teeth-breaking with venom.
Yeah, not your best moment, but it wasn't a total bust. We learned that it takes more than an energy blast straight from hell to wipe you out.
True.
And that blade? He's an asset.
I owe him my life.
Yeah, he gets 5 stars from me. And ass-kicking abilities aside, he's pretty on point with his movie references. Outside the mission stuff, I gotta say, I had my doubts about Blade. The brooding vibe, the sunglasses indoors, his lack of preference between a Chicago style versus New York, which is just plain wrong. But the more I see him in action, the more I think he might be an okay dude.
It does not come naturally to him, you know. He has to work at it.
Work at what?
Keeping his blood-sucking urges in check.
See, that makes me think even more of him. Some of us are born bad or just to bad circumstances. But it's who we choose to be that separates the wheat from the chaff. I have to admit, the thought of working with a vampire originally gave me the creeps. But then I realized that if I stayed away from every person who had a demonic side, I wouldn't have any friends. Present company included, Hunter. Anyway, I wanted to ask how you were, and it turned into a full-blown cooler talk. Better get back to work before the boss notices. Catch you later.
Caretaker, are you all right?
That's what I wanted to ask you. I know you're on your feet and seem fine after that explosion with Venom. But I know all too well from experience that sometimes the worst injuries are not visible to the naked eye. So, please tell me, Hunter, are you actually as fine as you seem this morning? Or should I be worried?
No, Caretaker, I am not. My collar, the explosion, it cracked it.
Cracked?
Yes.
I feared this would happen. Venom was filled with your mother's power. It would be naive to think it couldn't fracture even our best defenses against her. At least cracked doesn't mean broken. Not yet, at least. You will have to work doubly hard to rein in your darkness. Your actions and words mean more than ever now. Make sure you use them with integrity.
I understand.
Yeah, well, I guess I should stop fussing over you and go see what horrors Hydra has in store for us today. As you were, Hunter. Unlike the others, I don't find recklessness romantic.
I hear I owe you my thanks.
You know, when you were resurrected, I was sure you wouldn't be able to overcome the darkness inside you.
What do you think now?
I'm beginning to think I was right. You are your mother's kid, all right. No escaping that.
I am nothing like my mother, and it is offensive to suggest so.
You can deny the truth of what you are all you want.
Just, what do you think you saw?
You're telling me you don't remember what happened after that blast? Because that was some messed up shit.
Tell me.
You were crying out for your mother. Calling out her name like a lost kid at a theme park, while all this crazy-ass dark energy was swirling around your body, almost taking it over. I was so sure you were about to fall that I didn't leave your side. Surprised you came to with the light still in your eyes.
I feel fortunate to have you looking out for me, Daywalker.
You and I, we share the same burden of bad, and that's some heavy shit to carry. I want you to know, you don't have to carry it alone.
I would appreciate you not sharing what you witnessed with the rest of the team.
I don't plan to. It's not mine to share. I'll leave that to you.
Intriguing.
I should have known you'd wind up here eventually. You were somehow always here as a child.
If only I had known him. And still you masked even this from me. My own father's grave?
It wasn't you I was hiding it from. I've been making a lot of apologies to you lately. Now, they probably don't mean that much. But I am sorry, Hunter. Lilith's relationship with your father went against our ways, our purpose, or so I believed at the time. It was the Elder Gods themselves who first breathed life into us. Human notions like falling in love couldn't possibly be part of their plan.
And then you met Agatha.
If only I'd realized it sooner. I might have been a little kinder towards him, especially at the end.
What happened?
A great sickness came upon this area just before you were born. Your father was one of the first to fall.
With all your power, the two of you, you could not save him?
Lilith was a gifted healer, but this was no ordinary plague. The corruption went beyond his physical body. In the end, there was nothing we could do.
What did Lilith do?
She did what anyone would have done. She grieved. But in her grief, she lost herself, and her grief turned into anger.
Is that when you took me from her?
It wasn't long after that. Things started to fall apart before my eyes. I couldn't see another way out but to run.
The plague that turned her into the mother of demons?
No, this was something else, but cut from the same cloth. Your mother was no longer the woman I knew. The sister I had fought alongside for centuries. She was gone.
I've never heard you talk this way before, Sarah.
It's hard to walk the grounds here without churning up so many old memories. Maybe now you understand why I don't venture out here that often anymore.
You were not affected by the plague?
We were all affected, whether we were among the sick or not. I'm sure there was a time when your mother and I both would have just as soon join the dead than continue to watch the villagers suffer.
I cannot imagine you ever reaching that point.
Lilith may have been the most skilled herbalist in the New World. I saw her perform near miracles with the potions she concocted from the plants in her garden. She was consumed by the idea of finding a cure.
But she never found one.
No, despite her efforts, nothing ever worked.
I can see how that would be a dark time for both of you.
With darker times still to come.
Thank you, Sarah. Your timing may need work, but I appreciate the honesty.
Anything for you, Hunter. Anything.
If only it were always this easy to bring a family together. Tell me about my father.
Believe it or not, you can thank your father for those good looks of yours. There is a striking resemblance.
I only have the faintest memory of him. What was he like?
He was honest. A working man, you could say. Authentic. Of course, I still didn't like him, but that wasn't really his fault. I'm old enough to admit that now.
But he loved my mother?
He loved her, and she was smitten with him. As the story goes, they were happy together. For a time.
Until I came along?
You were an unexpected gift, but a welcome one. Your father was very proud.
I wish I could talk with him now.
I know that feeling all too well, kiddo. I examined your collar, and the crack concerns me.
You fought Venom, Hunter?
I hear Venom is still on the loose.
He is, but I do not think he will be a problem for us any longer.
That's curious. Everyone sees Venom as a problem. Even before he was under Lilith's control, I'm sure he was on some Avengers watch list.
What are you getting at?
Venom knows he's done wrong. He's tried. He's trying to reform. But it is often hard for people with marks on their record to get a fresh start.
Doctor, I am surprised. I did not see you as the compassionate type.
Please, I didn't completely turn myself into a bat. I still possess a base level of human empathy. I have been where Venom is now. I know what it's like to feel weighed down by your mistakes.
I admire the journey you have taken, Doctor. We should all be so dedicated to bettering ourselves.
So you understand why I advocate for compassion in this arena?
Very well. If given the chance, I will give Venom a second chance. But he has to want to be saved.
That is all I ask.
Don't put stock in rumors, Hunter.
Hydra has been collecting field data of some sort on a remote server nearby, and we have a chance here to look for ourselves.
We will never forsake her!
Carol's script on those consoles, it will do the hard work for us. Assuming we can keep Hydra from blowing up the server first.
Sounds doable.
Here we go. Fail, Smydra!
Hail that!
This one's for you.
You had your chance to escape. Shoot up here!
They told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous.
Hydra Immortalis! I'll handle it!
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it looks like you've got another problem on your hands. One of the Fallen.
Are we sure it's not a food critic trapped in there? I've been offered some pretty weird meat myself.
Here's one for you. Is it just me, or do I look different?
Getting it done any way we know how. Does Hydra even pay you enough to cover your medical bills?
Look how fragile you are.
Cannot break its hold.
No pain.
Oh, I thought we were finished. Isn't that what happens when you flush the wrong stuff down the toilet? It's a big problem. This shouldn't take long. Precisely what I needed.
Follow my lead.
We've got a friend in need here.
Let's hope we don't have to do that again. You'll only see this once.
We will peel back your
Is it the alien or the man that causes it to talk like that? It is unsettling. This shall be of great help.
The light will carry you onward.
It is all coming back to me.
You must...
As ordered!
Together with me!
I've always wanted to try that.
You've recovered the data. Excellent work out there.